When I first came to the Congress in 1975, I had the very good fortune of representing Boulder, Colorado, a very high-tech area, and had been at graduate school at Stanford, so I knew some of the people in the burgeoning technology world out there. And I got this input from people that, hey, you ought to really examine what's going on in the communications area. There's going to be a lot of changes there. And I was assigned to the right committee. It was very good luck. Tip O'Neill was looking out for me, and so I became the ranking Democrat as a freshman on the telecommunications subcommittee.
Tim was very helpful in helping the cable industry get off the ground.
When Tim Wirth came to Congress, there had never been a piece of legislation that ever had the words cable TV. There was no concept of public policy.
All of us kind of grew up together with the idea of what a new communications package could be. What should the new world look like? What were the opportunities of cable? It was an extremely exciting time. It was very tough politics.
He realized, as did a lot of other congressmen and senators, that it was important that America have more than just three voices in something as important as television and communications.
Networks and AT&T really had a stranglehold on all of the information that the American public was receiving. And a lot of us thought, hey, this ought to change, and we have all of these new technologies, the digital world is arriving, and this ought to change, and we ought to create a more competitive environment, and that would also be very good for the economy.
He saw a need, crafted legislation that worked both ways, both to solve a problem that the industry was facing, that the country was going to be facing as a result, but at the same point in time, turn around and say to this industry, here is how a modern, mature industry acts, and here's what's expected of you, and I'm going to make sure the Congress expects that of you.
Ted Turner started this big foundation to support the UN and asked me if I'd be hey Tim, you want to interested in coming around the foundation? I said, sure, I said, let's talk about it.
When he decided he was going to give the $1 billion, he made one telephone call as to the guy he wanted to run it. That was Tim Wirth.
I've been doing that for the last 12 years. It's a remarkable experience.
He's done a remarkable job, and I certainly couldn't be happier with the results. And it's been a lot of fun for me to work with him over these years.
Working particularly on issues related to girls, adolescent girls, reproductive health issues, children's health, and of course a number of issues in the environment.
It's the ultimate public service entrepreneurial activity where Tim Wirth took an idea, built it into a reality, and made the world a better place as a result.
You get up in the morning and you feel, I'm really heading off into an opportunity that very few other people have. So I'm very grateful to Ted for having the vision to do this, and I hope we've established an institution that really reflects his own sense of what the world ought to be and what we ought to be doing to help make a better world.